And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God.
Hey y'all, I want y'all to check out this video with me here, and I want to give a special shout out to Robert Matthews. Robert is the one that sent me this video so I can watch this and go over it with y'all. It basically talks about these demonic children that are living among us, these false synthetic human beings, and the basically the Catholic Church, how they're intertwined with demonic forces of the devil. I mean, that's not surprising to me at all. We already know the Catholics are evil, but the most interesting part of the video, I found out how people conceive demons on this earth as far as fertility, witchcraft. So let's check this out together, and I'm gonna come back and give some commentary.
Kingdoms and planes of existence of Satan in space, the kingdom of the first heaven. The whole thing started when I got closer to the Catholic priest of our parish, who was actually in the occult. The closer I got to him, he began to reveal to me secret of the unseen world. One day he took me inside his convent, where he had a hidden library full of books of mystery. He gave me access to his esoteric and occultic book. Few days after visiting this library, I came back to the secret library of the Roman Catholic priest. I took another book called LUCIFER. The book was on Lucifer biography, describing him as one of the mighty archangels created by God, having an extraordinary beauty and wisdom. The book explained that he later became proud because of his beauty. The Bible says that all excellent grace and every perfect gift descend from the Father of lights, in which there is no change and shadow of variations. In this book entitled Lucifer, it is written that he fell to earth with all his wisdom, his power and his beauty. They gave an illustration of a smart student who is banned from school because of his attitude, despite the fact that he no longer has access to the school. Whatever he had learned previously in this school remains in him. It must be possible to meet him face to face. Yet I was 16 back then. So after reading this book I was confused, since this book said the opposite of what was taught in churches. The book praised Lucifer. Immediately I went to visit the Catholic priest, for I wanted to know if it was possible to meet Lucifer. When I met the priest, he told me that he has been in several meetings and gathering with Lucifer several times in the past. Initially the priest advised me against meeting Lucifer because of his negative vibration, but I was so determined that the priest finally agreed to facilitate this meeting. Few days later, the priest instructed me to join him in his room. When I joined him, he began to do ritual and magic prayer to invoke Lucifer. As he continued to pray, there was paranormal manifestation, which were precursor of the appearance of Lucifer. In fact, I saw a mythological lion and mythical snake with many heads. I was instructed in advance by the priest to control my fear and pass this test. Afterward, in the blink of an eye, Lucifer appeared. I can estimate that he was about 2 meters tall. He was dressed with garment adorned with gemstone. He was apparently kind and smiling. Then he asked the priests, "Mr. Baker, you called me, but who is this young man at your side? What is the problem? Are you the one who need me or the young man?" The priest said, "I am the one who called you, but the young man is the one who needs you." The devil asked me, "Young man, you need me?" I said to the devil, I just read this book that talks about your biography, and this book describes you exactly how you are. The book speaks of your wisdom and your beauty and glory, but I was also told at my first communion that you have horns and tail and you are evil. I wanted to clarify this confusion. After listening to my concern, Lucifer began to laugh intensely. As he was laughing, it was like thunderclap. Then he tells me, "You can see that there is a lot of false information about me in these churches that you humans like to attend." Then Lucifer lowered his head and I saw his hair shining like gold. He asked me, "Do you see horns?" I said no, and the devil tells me, "Let me inform you that this world and this earth belongs to me. It was given to me. As you are interested in me, you will enjoy the goods of this world, because all the good things you see in this world belong to me. Given that you are interested in me and you are curious about me, I will reveal myself to you. Therefore we will have to travel to the unseen world so that I can introduce you to my representative in the invisible kingdom. You got to know them so that you can execute the assignment I am about to give you in an effective way, for you will be working for me in your country." The devil said, "I have representative ruling and governing unseen world and unseen kingdom. You got to note that there are many unseen world and kingdom, and I have delegated authority to ruler who are governing unseen world. I have representative in the air in the first heaven. I also have representative in the second heaven, in the third heaven, the fourth, fifth and sixth heaven." The devil said, "I also have to take you to my representative underwater, for you must know her." The devil said, "You must understand that the earth was given to me and it belonged to me. I am the prince of this world, for this planet is under my authority, and I have enthroned and delegated my representative that is ruling this planet through the mark of the beast 666. As the devil was speaking, I asked him, "Who is your representative that is ruling the earth?" He said, "You will see him very soon. Everybody know him and respect him, and nothing is done on this earth without his authorization." The devil said, "My representative live in the Vatican." As the devil was the first heaven that is ruled by a Lucifer representative, who's called the Queen of the South. Before us was a massive temple. The devil said, "Inside this temple is the dwelling of my representative who ruled the first heaven. She is the Queen of the South." The devil said, "The first assignment of my representative, the Queen of the South, is to incarnate spirit of air of his kingdom in the womb of women on the earth." The Queen of the South placed babies in the womb of woman, especially women that are barren, and attend native doctor in order to get baby. The Queen of the South, who is also a goddess of fertility, send unclean spirit of his kingdom to the earth by placing them in the womb of women seeking babies at the charlatan and native doctor. Every time a barren woman consult a native doctor for baby, the Queen of the South will subsequently incarnate spirit of the air in the womb of these women. These babies that are coming to the world are called avatars. These avatars are people who are not human though they seems human. These are unclean spirit of air and missionary who come to earth with specific mission and assignment. Many of babies coming to the world today are avatars, for they are not human. The devil say, "These barren women coming to me for children will have children that they seek, but the spirit of these children is not human. They are my spirits sent in mission in your world, the physical dimension." The devil said, "Elvis, I am sure you have heard native doctor saying I am charlatan since birth. I am sure you have heard about people who are witch and wizard since birth. These are my missionary on the earth, beloved. When I came to Christ, I came to understand the Bible passage that say, the wicked are estranged from the womb."
You just saw some of the video clips that I put together here, and I want to go ahead and show y'all a phenomenon that is that's taken over the internet. So the starseed phenomenon is about these people that believe that they have special gifts, and some of them do have demonic gifts, okay, from the devil, because they're not human beings. They're synthetic humanoids, but they're not humans. They're not actual humans, and I don't believe they actually have human DNA. So these people, they have special dark energy type of gifts. And I'm going to show you some video clips just to show you what some of the things they're doing and some of the abilities that they have. These demons that are actually procreating with men later, men as in humans later on in life, to spread their seed. And if you see the name here, it says star seed, so it's also putting intertwined with the seed, which means the seed of the devil, the spawn of Satan, the seed of Satan, and the star part is also putting that that galactic type of space. You know, when they refer to Satan, they say that he's in the heavens. He's in the dark parts of the heavens, and I often hear a lot of people that are into New Age. They reference a lot of numerology mixed with space phenomenon and all these weird things together. So let me go ahead and kind of go over their website here. So this website is iammysoul.com/starseed. Okay, so this is a website dedicated to the false doctrine of the starseed stuff. So they're trying to make some human beings believe that they're actual starseed children, but they're not. They're trying to make them feel special, so they'll go and follow their stupid agenda, but not knowing that there's an actual, that terminology means that they're actually demonoids or demon humanoid type of animal or whatever they are, demon type humans that are not humans. So let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, it says starseed have an important role in the global ascension. So more New Age ascension, talking about ascending in their spirits and using demon dark energy. Okay, and it says they are highly evolved souls that volunteer to embody on Earth in this very moment, and that lived the majority of their lifetime on other planets, star systems, and galaxies and dimensions. So this is very demonic right here. Very demonic. Many of them had millions of lifetimes here on this planet. First of all, the Earth hasn't even been around for millions of years, so that is a lie. That's a deception. Okay, let me read that part over here because that was very telling. They are highly evolved souls that volunteer to embody, like they're taking on the form of a body on Earth in this very moment, and that lived the majority of their lifetime on other planets. So I noticed that a lot of New Age people talk about planets and vibrations, and they talk about a lot of astrology, numerology, a bunch of demonic stuff. It says lifetime on other planets, star system, galaxies, and dimensions. So dimensions on this earth. So there's a demon dimension, a spiritual dimension where demons and angels exist. So I believe these so-called starseeds, these demon children, can operate between all dimensions, all of the dimensions of this earth, the physical, the spiritual. I believe that they can do that. And it says here, many of them have millions of lifetimes here on this planet, which is a false, of course. That's right. It says, that's right. We came here. So this person is referring to themselves as also one of the starseeds. That's right. We came here to fulfill the great plan that we designed together with the devil, so that mankind could have a future different from extinction. The devil always tries to play the role of the savior. The devil has this false, notion that he's trying to save humanity, but he's trying to destroy this earth because he's already received, his final judgment, which means that he will be tied up in the bottomless pit, and he wants to take as many souls with him as possible. That's already written. He's going to be, receiving the lake of fire. Okay, so let's go ahead here. So it is the first attempt in all universe to propel an entire planet to jump from a dimension to another. So they want to bring this planet from one dimension to the other, that being the dark dimension of the devil in the spiritual realm. No human wants to be in the spiritual realm. Okay, that's a very scary place to be. And people, us Christians that pray and that has get the gift to be in the spiritual realm, especially the prayer, we know that without the protection of God, that's a very dangerous realm to be in. Okay, let's see. So while taking the physical body with us, whoa, oh my gosh, see here, it says while taking the physical body with us, this is your last life into lower dimensions. Let me read that again. While taking the physical body with us, this is the last lifetime into the lower dimensions. So they're saying that they had other existence outside of the physical realm, which means that they were spirits and they were incarnated into bodies into this realm. Very, very scary and very creepy. Okay, you may think that ascension is new age. See, they give themselves away. You know, these dark entities, they always tell on themselves, and that is something from God. It's something from God. Okay, you may think that ascension is new age, but it is not. It has been always an opportunity for everyone, but not in. I think they had a typo here, but not in masses. There are beings. He said, let me read that again. There are beings that live here and beyond that mastered the self. What does that mean, the self? Let me read that again. There are beings that lived here and beyond that mastered the self, mastered their energy, that came here on purpose to show the way. They're stealing from Jesus. Okay, because Jesus says that. Oh, they put Jesus here. Look, they're putting Jesus and Buddha together. Let me read that again. So they've mastered the energy that come here on purpose to show the way. Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin. Who is Kuan Yin? Saint Germain, and just a few of the many ascended masters. I noticed that in New Age they always refer to Jesus as an ascended master. Ascended master, that is a false doctrine. It's just like how people used to just call Jesus a prophet and never give Jesus the recognition as God. He is God that has been incarnated into flesh on this earth to warn mankind of the deception of the devil. Okay, there is only one God. Buddha is in hell. Okay, people have seen him in hell. He's in hell with the rest of the people and the celebrities like Selena. Buddha's in hell. Okay, okay. Let's see what else they said here. They are all advanced and highly evolved beings. They love calling Jesus a being. He is the creator of mankind. From the stars. Okay, they are all advanced and highly evolved beings from the stars, and they have no link with religions and distorted their teachings from personal profit and control other people. They always say that about religion, that Christian religion, it restricts people, and that it is causing division amongst people. First of all, the world itself is divided against each other. You see it even in different communities. The dark atheists, they still have a lot of confusion in their communities. The gays fight each other. The wicked racists, they fight each other. First of all, there are still people on this earth that are divided, but then they blame Christianity for the division when the other communities that don't have any faith are divided against themselves too. Okay, they're not going to stand. The kingdom of darkness, where Satan is more organized than the people of this earth. Okay, Satan is a very organized, wicked demon, and he causes confusion with his organized mob of demons. So people themselves on this earth are very divided, and their Christians are divided too amongst denominations. But don't try to blame religion like Christianity for your division. You're divided against each other because you love strife and you love arguments, you love fighting. People love to say they're right. They love to argue a point. And some of those people, God can't reach them because, God has used the simple things of this world to confine the wise because they think that they're wise. But in trying to be wise, they've become fools and proud. Okay, let me stop ranting here. Let me read that part here again for you. They are all advanced and highly evolved beings from stars that they have no link with religions. They wrote it again here. So religions and religions distorted their teaching from personal profit and control other people. Mankind hates control. They want to just do and live however they want, and that's why a lot of people can't follow God, because there's just too many rules for them. Thou shalt not kill, they want to kill. Thou shalt not steal, they want to steal. It's just too hard for them to not kill and steal, murder. Okay, so it says here, what is your mission then? First of all, you have to awaken yourself fully. You have to work on you, and you have to reestablish the connection with source and your higher inner self. A lot of verbiage that's used in New Age: inner self, higher self, which is our greatest treasure. It is what you risked to lose when you came here. But hey, you did it, and you knew that you would remember everything. Wow. We always call it higher self as if it is above us, separated from us. Well, it is your higher vision, your full soul consciousness. They use consciousness, they use that word a lot. And it is not separated from you. It is you. That is why it's higher and inner are in the same. It's that real you that has been forgotten for so long. I know that yearning that we have inside. We desire to be fully reconnected to the full expression of ourselves, to this body. See, this body, they talk about the body as if it's separate because they're just spiritual beings that are using these bodies. So we are used much more freedom. We are used to much more freedom. Remember that you are asked for it. You've asked for it. And that the human body is one of the... And that the human body is one of the most advanced. Very contradicting article. It said that earlier in the text that being in the human body is basically a low vibration, a low energy, and one of their last lives. But then they said it was advanced. Sometimes we feel lost and even lonely. We want only to go home. So they're having a fake type of rapture type thing or something here. Go home where? Because where are you going? Because if you don't believe in the Lord, you're going to hell. If you don't believe in God and follow him, you're going to go to hell. You've chosen your master, and that master is the devil. So they're giving these people false hope as if they follow this false religious group, because it's a religion. This is a religion. It's something they believe without seeing and have no proof of. But there is plenty of proof of Jesus. Okay, home is where the heart is. That being said, you have to be aware that you asked to be here. You volunteered. No one forced you to be where you are. You came here to help. What are you trying to do exactly? What what I have described before. It is the soul level desire of expression solely, but surely will know. Slowly but surely, you will know where you are, who you are. Excuse me. So again, there's a lot of deception, and see they have the child in the text here. The child, they want to, you know, let your children believe that they're part of this demonic force, but these people are fully aware of why they're here and what they're doing here, to cause deception, to mingle with the children of men, and to spread their wicked, dark, demonic devil seed amongst the earth. I'm gonna leave the article in the description so y'all could check this out. I want to show y'all some additional clips and videos to prove to you that these demons are already here. Check
Is it
these
evidence
videos
of some
out.
other natural phenomenon? These individuals are known as the New Children. The New Children have been labeled in ways such as indigos because of the supposed color of their auras, and crystals because some say they are highly developed, and so forth.
The New Children are a group of intuitive children. They began being seen in great numbers beginning about 1978. They're all psychic children. They all have the ability to heal on some level. They can see people who are no longer with us.
I realized I was different from a very early age, with many supernatural occurrences happening. Psychic abilities to see what hasn't happened yet.
I put the hand over the pain, and like an angel comes, I don't know what he is, he puts the hand over your hand and it makes the pain go away, which is laughing.
I can tell how someone's feeling even if I'm not talking to them, or I can pick up on people's energy just like that. I can tell if someone's intentions are good or bad.
If my mom is mad, then her aura will turn completely red. No whites, no blues, no nothing, just red.
Skeptics might argue that the whole topic gives false hope to parents of children with mental disorders. However, 30% of the children match standard IQ test scores of 150 to 160, while the IQ of the average person falls between 90 and 110, and the classification of genius begins around 130. This is an unprecedented leap in intelligence, with no genetic markers to account for it. So, if 3 out of 10 children have these genes, why don't we see them?
Indigo children have been diagnosed quite frequently with ADD or ADHD, and of course medical solution to that is to medicate the children, and the medication is really making them lose their life's purpose, what they came here to do. They are no longer able to be sensitive, and they lose the whole essence of what it is to be an indigo when they're on medication. Crystal children are frequently diagnosed with being autistic or having Asperger's syndrome, and I think the main cause of this is the fact that the children, they learn to talk a lot later than normal kids because they have telepathic abilities, and they don't need to speak to their parents to let them know what's going on. Their parents just know. And when they go out in the world and they have other caregivers, they start to think there's something wrong with this child because he's not talking. But in his home life or her home life, she didn't need to speak because her parents just knew what the child needed.
If these children have intellectual potential, why isn't it reflected in our society?
I think the educational system in America limits each individual because it forces them to only learn certain bits of each category without allowing them to choose what they want to learn.
They make children apply themselves to a very stringent set of rules and criteria in order to succeed in school that not every children knows how to apply themselves to, even if they're very, very intelligent.
I don't think the educational system in America is ready for the new children. I think they're aware that there are new children, that there is a difference in some of the children that are coming through their halls. I think they quickly need to adapt to allowing these children to have input, to take part in the democratic process within the school walls.
In the 6th grade, I felt it necessary to read the entire code of conduct for the county, just so I know what the rules and guidelines are. I have no issue following them, it's just I need to make sure that the adults go along with them as well.
What does the future hold for this generation?
The new children are here on Earth to raise the consciousness of everybody living here. They're going to do this by bringing God's love and their unique gifts to everybody. And just by being here, they're going to cause a ripple effect, and people are going to begin to love again.
I want to be a mad scientist and a veterinarian because I think being a mad scientist and a veterinarian, because you can find out medicines that's good for the pets.
I think my ultimate goal in life is to spread knowledge of what's going around in our communities, in America, and in the world, and to let them know what they should do to help improve the structure of what's going on around them.
I think parents of new children also need to give them a very solid foundation, a lot of affection, a lot of direct attention. It's a busy time, you know, these times raising children, but it's important to very much focus on them and listen to them at every age and know that their opinions are valid no matter what they're talking about.
Many believe that this phenomenon is not unique to our times. Spiritual leaders throughout history could be examples of the same phenomenon. Others will argue that the massive numbers of new children being born with these abilities represents a new step in human evolution. Only time and research will give us a definitive answer.
To research the existence of alternative dimensions. They say this boy has been able to hone in on an ability he was born with and can make things move without touching them. After looking a little stumped, he seems to be able to move that white object by placing one hand underneath a glass table. Later in the video, you can see him move the bottle around, as well as this jar, just by moving his hand around
Believe it
them.
or not, there's a boy in Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region who has the ability to see clearly in the dark. One day, Song Qiang, an eye specialist at Guangxi Minorities Hospital, traveled to Dahua village in Heng County to visit the boy.
When we arrived, school had just finished. The teacher took us to see Nong Yok Sui's home. We were surprised to find that he had blue eyes, just like Westerners. As we looked closer, we saw something else. In the dark, Nong's eyes would emit a kind of blue-green light when shone upon by a flashlight. His eyes were just like cat's eyes.
生出来两个月啊，2个月，人家就告诉他这个孩子这个眼睛不同我们一样啊。这我都慢慢来看他这个眼睛就是有一点挖。到最后我带他到恒生人民医院里看过啊。他说，刘医生说没有钱。 他以后大了，慢慢变的。
As Nong Wo Sui grew, his eyes remained the same color. Since his eyes never bothered him and his sight was good, gradually his family began to care less about them. Nong was an outstanding child. He enjoyed playing outside with other kids. As time passed, his head teacher noticed something peculiar. If the children were playing outside in bright sunlight, Nong would have to squint his eyes, and he'd complain about blurry vision, but everyone else could see normally. The teacher also heard something astounding from one of Nong's best friends.
到后面呢，这些同学呢就讲说，啊，他的眼睛啊是猫眼的，他说啊。 晚上呢，我们用电筒一照他，闪光的，我们都怕了。所以呢，我就问他啊，你晚上看得见吗？可以啊。我说呢，你去捉这个蟋蟀啊，去不去啊？去啊。我用电筒吗？不用，我就可以捉到了。他这样说。
Just a few days ago, a journalist from Hung County reported on Nong Yo Sui. They performed a test. The journalist wrote down some questions on a piece of paper and gave it to Nong. They then covered a stairwell and used blankets to block out most of the light. Nong entered the room and completed all of the questions, even the filling in of the blanks. Since then, Nong's cat's eyes have become famous.
因为第一次的时候是真的很黑，我都看不见，就是旁边的人我看不见，我们前面是一堆人在里面的嘛，都叫他猜那个扑克牌，但是那个扑克牌确实 就是我们平常玩的那种啊，那种有那种有花样的那种，他看起来可能，他一下子我们叫他猜这个是什么，他一下子就说出来了。
Hello there. This is boy called Ahmad. His name is Ahmad, and he got blue eyes. As you can see, he got both blue eyes. He got half brown and so half blue. He got special eyes, just like cats and other animals who can see in the dark very clearly. This is a Pakistani village. My name is Asif Zaman, and I am first time testing his ability to read the dark. This is a newspaper I gave him to read. This newspaper is in Urdu. He got special ability, like a Chinese boy. I saw his video on YouTube and on television that he can read in the dark room, and he can see clearly in the closing the door. So it is dark. Now I'm taking him to a dark place where light is not coming. So I asked him to read now. Pardon?
इस जंग में 8 जून और इसके लिए जो भी इसलिए कायदात पेश आए हैं, इन कायदात का सामना करना पड़ा.
In the dark, very dark place where I cannot read the newspaper, he was reading it clearly. See at night or in the dark, he can see clearly. So this is a very special thing. This is Asif Zaman presenting the support about this special boy, Ahmad.
Is it in? Yes. Good Lord. You just relax and enjoy, Lord.
He uses acupuncture needles in the traditional points, but with a twist. Through them, he directs a form of electricity, as he calls it. But he doesn't draw the electricity from a wall socket. He claims to generate it within his own body. It was nothing like any acupuncture I'd ever had. I was getting really powerful electric shocks and couldn't control my movements at all. He says that what he does is no more supernatural than an electric eel, which also knows how to harness its yin and yang energies.
Yin yang, positive and negative, you know. And my positive from here and my negative from here. And we meet together, this can get like electricity.
And is this because you're special? You have a special sort of
it's meditation every day.
It's meditation, is it?
Meditation every day. Like a yoga. But I studied about 18 years.
18 years?
18 years, from my child before.
Can you project this energy through your hands only, or through other things as well?
Like you can touch me, like this. It's nothing, okay? It's my brain. Just like this.
Our sound recordist, Simi, was skeptical at first. Later, he told us that anybody could learn this. God had given us all the yin-yang polarity, but it takes discipline and meditation to awaken and control it. And you must be very aware of your emotions. This energy can be dangerous. It can kill as well as heal. Then he asked for our newspaper. Whatever he had done to our newspaper, it's how he'd healed my eyes that made me wonder. What do these people living in the shadows of the volcanoes still know that we of the West have forgotten?